Against a top 10 team, a 23-point win for the Spartans and their head coach, Tom Izzo, who joins us now. Tom, when was the last time you had a team play as well in a game as your Spartans did on Tuesday?
It's been years, Mike. It really has. I don't think in the last couple of years we put it together offensively, defensively, and over a period of an entire game. That was one of the better games we played. The place was bedlam. Michigan did not play as well as they've been playing all year, and the combination of both was good for us, bad for them.
You held Michigan on defense to a season low for points, too. I'm curious what you see in your guards and how they play defense.
Well, I do think I have two of the better defensive guard tandems. You talk about guard tandems, and I think both Appling and Harris are getting better on both ends of the court, but definitely there are two guards that play defense, and Appling is a very, very good defender. I don't think gets enough credit for it. And I think Gary Harris is one of the best freshman defensive guards I've ever had here. He has a great understanding. He's very well coached in high school, well coached at home by his mother. She was a great player. So he has a very good understanding of defense, and that's made a difference.
Staying individually here, Travis Trice, Brandon Dawson, what's the latest on their health?
Well, Dawson's going to be all right. He was really wobbly during the game, but there was no problems after the game. He just took a pretty good hit and cut up his lip a little bit and hit in the nose, but he's fine, and it was inadvertent. And Trice is a bigger problem. He's day to day, but in an injury that didn't look as bad as the first one, he's going to be out almost as long, and we're hoping by this weekend, but I'd say that's very questionable as of today.
The national discussion all year has been how good this Big Ten league is. It's your 18th year as a head coach in this conference, and now that we're in the thick of conference play and you've actually played games, give me some perspective of how good this Big Ten is this season.
Well, for once, national perception is right on. It is even better than I think it's been given credit for, because what starts to happen is you start beating each other up, and some teams are going to have some losses because of the single plays and because of who you play in a row. Well, you could get beat up pretty good. So I think that if I look at the 18 years, I can look at 30 because I was an assistant for Judd Heathcote, and there were some pretty good teams back when the Cadies and Knights and Clem Haskins and Tom Davis, Lou Hensons were here. But there are also some teams that weren't as good. I worry about every game we play, and I do that not as coach speak, but I just think that the league, when you look at Illinois was 10th a couple days ago, and Iowa's down there, I think those teams are very good teams.
It's also almost every year impossible to win on the road in this league, but this year it seems even harder than normal. What is it, do you think, about this conference that it always makes it so hard to win on the road?
Well, I'm not sure the exact number, but it's in the 30s now of years we've led the nation in attendance. Big arenas that are packed. And I think that plays a big part in this whole deal. It's harder to win on the road in general, but it's not because of the hotel beds. And it's not because the rims are different sizes. It's because the fans. And our atmosphere the other night was as good as it's been since I've ever been here. And when you play in those kind of arenas, and now that there's so many teams. I mean, look at the number of teams that are still battling for first. I mean, it's incredible, and I think that plays a big part in it.
Tom Izzo, as always, thanks for the time. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Mike.